Alright, Sugarfoot says, welcome to Love and Sights Unseen, also the Lovin' Ladies blog. This is part 2 to this video that I just did, and I was talking about somebody thought they were going to do a Freaky Friday with you, but I just got clarity as I was shuffling the deck to start this new video. It's something to the effect of like Get Out that these people were trying to do with you. I can't believe this stuff, boy. You know, people done got into some of everything, okay? Weird. That's what I said. Don't let anybody, unless you really trust them, be playing with your head, hypnotizing you, and doing weird stuff, okay? Just, it's not a good idea. Look, and as I speak about that, it says corruption on every level. They went forth with a highly experimental drug. People are something else. Now these people are chanting. Whatever these people did, they're making excuses and blaming the victims. Oh, they're really trying to mess with my me delivering this message. It says records are being kept. And the Most High is showing these people. So somebody's, you know, keeping track of whatever these people have done. This is crazy. We'll keep the Most High card in there. A mess. So how you guys feeling? Are you guys good? Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're warm. You know, I know some areas are going through some tough times right now, but the only way out is through, okay? Always remember that. And if you're into prayer, prayer is always good. Prayer works wonders. Okay? I pray several times a day, but I know that's not everybody's thing. All right? It says, these people are claiming they ain't worried. I don't know if this person wanted you for a love situation. They were waiting on your call, but you're unbothered. They needed you, but they acted like you needed their approval, okay? So this person is claiming they're not worried. They'll be back. They love me. And they were waiting on you to call them, but you're out here like not worried about this fool, whoever it is. They needed you. You didn't need them. So it is what it is. Like, who's out here waiting on people? You better move on with your life. What the heck? Ain't nobody waiting on nobody to come back for love. Come on now. Especially if it ended. It wasn't supposed to work. For some of y'all it is, so don't, you know, I'm not trying to discourage anybody. Somebody's trying to destroy the evidence that they engaged in witchcraft or voodoo. And they screwed their way to the top. They're trying to hide all of that. This person is a dirty son of a gun, okay? A dirty son of a biscuit. They out here wilding in all kinds of ways. This person is having nightmares. The Most High is showing this person too. These people are something else. Boy, they're having lots of funerals, jail visits, and meetings. Boy, some people out here learning some harsh lessons. Harsh, okay? Harsh. They need to stop. We gonna keep this, because I think there's a lot of people out here doing voodoo and witchcraft behind the scenes on people, and they shouldn't. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Move on to the next. Don't be weird. If they left you, they left you. Get over it. You know, heal your heart. Go to counseling, whatever you need to do in order to feel better. But you don't do witchcraft and voodoo on people, okay? That's tacky, and it's desperate, and it's weird. Something about this CPA that was doing some kind of online filming. They're getting a spiritual beatdown. Whatever they were doing is all a facade. Whatever they were creating online is fake. They're gonna have to explain that a little bit better. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, y'all. So we have a dark empath who has been chanting to purposely break up a connection. It says somebody would wake up not knowing what happened. So this person is a business rival. They could be your business rival, or they're the rival to this person whose connection they broke up. This is a nosy Nelly who put a hit out when they tried to leave them. So they could have did this to their partner when they tried to leave. That's crazy. What is people really doing out here, boy? You know, it's one thing when you have gifts, but you're not supposed to be out here hurting people with your gifts. You're just not. You know, when you do stuff like that, God giveth, God taketh away. Whatever you believe in, but whatever you abuse, you can lose. Wow, okay. Man. I'll put it the way it came out, because I don't know what's going on here. So we have, there's a lot of chanting going on, so I'm gonna keep that. So it says New York. This person from New York is known as an Industry 304, okay? Provides extra services. Ain't that something, boy? They're tied to your bloodline. This person recently had a backfire. Something about a record executive. So I don't know if this was their little sneaky link here that's tied to this person. This industry 304 is tied to a record exec. And it says, I'm gonna break you down to the very last compound. So somebody's gonna take somebody for everything they got. I don't know. That's crazy. Boy, I don't know what y'all got going on here, okay? Providing extras and stuff. Come on now. Y'all can't survive on your talent alone. Wow, I don't know. Boy, I can't. Somebody felt inadequate and wanted to get rid of the competition, so they did a love spell. What is going on here? So y'all out here just throwing a witchcraft around when you don't get your way. And this person is part of a group. So what it was saying now is becoming clear. So somebody wanted to become a solo artist. So they're out here doing witchcraft to get rid of everybody else so they could be a solo artist that was part of a group. They don't want me to get that out, but I'm going to say it again. Somebody who was part of a group wanted to be a solo artist, so they use witchcraft to get rid of everybody else. This person is living beyond their means and they're drowning. So they didn't want to split no money. They wanted all the money to themselves, and now they're suffering. This is crazy. So you have Jive Records. Let me, okay. It's out here anyway. Someone there is a Judas energy, and they're losing their job. Lawyers are doing their research on whatever this situation is. I don't want to get in no kind of shenanigan for mentioning what these people are doing by company name. So, I'm going to have to flip those over and call it something else close to. Somebody had a backfire, okay? This person who's been out here lying on their fake relationship had a backfire. They're out here doing witchcraft. Weird. Being weird. Oh, shoot. Ooh, So, it gets juicy and juicy. It says, bro, I'll look out for her. I got you, bro. I'll look out for her, all right. And the people in the town know this, and they're covering it up. So, basically, this person is cheating. Like, the relationship's fake, and everybody around them knows it's fake, and they were covering it up like this is actually a real relationship. This person is really with the friend, a friend of theirs or something. That's crazy. That's crazy. These people have unleashed something. Whatever they've done, they haven't even seen the beginning of it. It says they need to work on their emotional healing. So, again, it's saying the town is covering something up. And you should see how it landed. Town is covering up. Somebody has been providing extras. Extra services. And listen. And it says town, but it could just be the community has been covering it up. Whatever community this may be. Wow, okay. So you have an artist who is alive and working. This person has been hypnotized, okay? Now pay attention. They've been plied with drugs. This is coming out again, and I mix this stuff up, but so it shouldn't come out together, but it is. They've been plied with drugs and hypnotized. This person is stressed out. So whatever hypnotism that they did to this individual, it's wearing off because they're stressed out. This was an epic fail. Whatever this person does and whatever they wanted this artist to do, they're not doing it. And they have, this person is still helping people, or they have a record label that's helping them. And we'll just say this record label starts with an S, okay? No, I read that wrong. I read it wrong. It's an epic fail. I had it right the first time. It's an epic fail that they hypnotize this person to think that they're in a blissful situation and that this label is helping them. They're not. So that's why they're stressed out, because this person is supposed to be so out of it with the drugs and the hypnotism that they don't realize that they're miserable in their situation. That's crazy. This is crazy. They're out here doing the most. Wow. Don't let anybody play in your head, okay? I'll say that again. They're telling you, oh, I got a hypnotist for you. It'll help you get rid of whatever habit that you have. Never allow yourself to be triggered by somebody else's voice, commands, things like that. That's basically giving another person the remote controls to you, okay? And that's not what you want, because that means that person can do anything that they want. Oh, you want to sign your name right here and give me $20,000. Like, no, don't let people play in your head, especially when you know you have a lot to lose. It says, this individual is known as an Industry 304. This person was a member attending functions and everything. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this person tried to bully themselves into a situation by using black magic to make someone think that they are their friend or they're a match for them. It says this friend ain't sugar honey iced tea. Wow. What? You can't get merit on your own. You can't just be a decent person. You have to do black magic to make somebody think that you're worth half a damn. That's crazy. What is wrong with the world? Boy, they done lost their mind. They done gone crazy out here. Very, very weird. You have an overzealous fan who thought they planned the perfect unaliving. What is going on? This just keeps on getting just stranger and stranger, boy. Oh, man, I can't. I said I can't. It says, you're exposing this dumbass who's an opioid addict. It says you dated this Dusty. Wow, what is going on here? It says this person studied you. The bag, the money mark. This person would have ruined your life and your credibility, of course, because they're a junkie. This person says they purposely hired people who were on board with bullying and thievery. Says this person is no victim. They just left when things got hot. They're criminally insane. And all this person knows are lowlifes. Come on now. Wow. Come on. Boy, I can't. Let me mix these up again, because what the heck? What else is going on, Spirit? What else is shenanery these people out here perpetrating? This is crazy. It says ego on doo-doo. Come on now. And it says they're tied to your bloodline. Whatever. They keep trying to tie you to this thought. I don't know why, but they do. industry. Boy. Says your business rival is a dark empath. Mm-hmm. Who is, I mean, like, come on now. There is no business rivals. Just do what you do and let people do what they do. That's weird. Says this person is cursed, which is why it's an epic fail. This record executive is tied to your bloodline. Wow. Okay. So whatever they did, they cursed themselves. Too bad, so sad. Mm-mm-mm. This is a female. Oh wait, we might be going into a different energy. Oh, nope. I don't know, they need to explain that. You need to explain that a little better. And we might have went into another energy as far as the female, so I'm not sure if this subject is a female or not. We'll put them back in here and maybe it will come out again, you know, to explain, because there's something going on here and I need details. I need the deets, okay? The deets. I thought I was gonna have, like, you know, a totally different read than what I'm getting. But I don't make the rules, I just deliver the message, apparently. It says a church with murderous warped belief systems is having a backfire, and it's major. Now they're suffering and they're out in the cold. Boy. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a church, just a group of people that work together, community. Ooh, no, boy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm not gonna put out these so we have a record label who passed around a it says passed around in a community or friends group. They passed somebody around. This person was sexually assaulted and passed around. I'm sorry, I did it in the wrong order. Well, no, that's right. Passed around and sexually assaulted. Yep, by a friend in a friends group. And I don't know if this could have been a rival record company, because there's another record company out here that is already in some issues. So it says still in the States. So whoever, I don't know if that's the victim or the people who did it. That's disgusting. Okay. This person has a contract, but their money's been cut off. And that has ruined their ego. Okay? They have had a major stiletto to their balls. Okay? Y'all need to give me some more details on that, and maybe I need to mix up some cards so y'all have more to work with, because y'all just throwing out words and then I don't have time to meditate on what that means. Okay, we trying to keep it moving here. But so far, 2 major record companies that people have had issues with. I'm gonna just say that. And you can make your own assumptions there. So I don't know if they was sitting here like, you know, using people as barter pieces or what. Like, this is crazy. And that's one thing about these situations where people we're in the spotlight, and then individuals with money come in contact, and some of them might have some kind of mental issues, and they think that because they're attracted to you or have some kind of warped fantasy about you, that they can just pay for you and buy you. And that's so we have a nosy Nelly who engages in witchcraft or voodoo. These people chanted and gathered together with all their might to do this witchcraft. It says, these people are terrified about people they know coming towards you. One of these people is an Instagram personality. And you have a YouTuber personality. And you have Colorado and New York. Says it was basically saying the Most High is showing people, a couple that with all beauty and no brains, showing them that they need to have several seats. This is disturbing. And again, it keeps coming out. Somebody is aging rapidly because they have an incurable STD and they want to come back to somebody with that in tow, okay? They're not just coming bringing the gifts they're coming with. You really don't want it. This person mocked your faith with the incurable STD. And that's, okay, let me be quiet. Anyway, You see what your life got you, but you talking about somebody else. Anyway, they were distracted by a lower vibrational person. Good for you, because that's their match, since they're running around here being nasty. And this person is bitter. They're bitter about you, and they're bitter about what they got. And they're bitter about that they're aging and dying rapidly. It says somebody, I don't know if somebody faked their death. This person is not dead. Oh, but they thought they would be, because they were poisoning this person over time, or poisoning you over time. Somebody thought this was all for show or entertainment, but they hired a private investigator. Wow. That's crazy. And they keep saying that these people are going to get up the nerve to speak to you. I would not speak to these people because a lot of them are on hardcore drugs, okay? And so I just don't know where that's gonna go. They need to come back when they're clean. Not be trying to talk to you as an addict, because that's the drugs talking. It's not even them. A lot of these people are just drugged out their mind, and they don't realize that they're suffering side effects of the stuff that they're taking in their body. It says this opioid addict, which is an Annie Wilkes personality, is gonna get up the nerve to talk to you. But this is not gonna go well. It's not gonna go the way they want it to go, okay? And keep saying these people keep chanting. What is going on? This person. It says, I don't know if it's this, if it's the same personality. It says they set up these toxic scenarios and laugh. This person who mocked your faith. Well, I'm sure they were laughing. They're not laughing now. It says they were chanting, setting up these toxic scenarios and laughing and mocking your beliefs. But all you were doing was being patient because you already knew how this was going to end. I told these people they can laugh first, but they will not laugh last. It says lights, camera, action. This is a fake relationship. So first, basically, this person was being fake anyway. And now they want to whine and cry and say, please don't press charges on me. This person is going to jail. This bitter Betty or bitter Bob, who hired a private investigator. Or saying, no, this private investigator is going to get the nerve to get up the nerve to talk to you. An Esther energy. Boy, stop. YouTuber who's a scammer, and they targeted you for trafficking. They didn't want me to get that out. This person is a trip. They have the nerve to say, please don't press charges. Press all the charges on this person. Everything you can press on them. They need to learn a lesson. You need to press charges and get a civil suit on this person. If you can. Because some of these people don't understand until you hit them in their pockets. You have somebody that's been loyal even in your absence. Ooh, Since a solo artist, love, and entourage, I don't know what that means. Backfire in a major way. Let's see. Something about a passed on artist. I don't know. What about that? Boy, this is draining me bad, boy. Uh-oh. Let's just say this passed on artist is part of the Good Boy crew. And it says something about a scammer used Santeria to get them to, it says evacuation, but to get them to leave this earth. Okay. Says your family is no longer fooling anyone. They're being seen however you are being seen. It says role reversal, your family. And weather. So whatever you were weathering, they're going to have to weather it. Somebody says they thought they did you a favor because you deserve the best. Says YouTuber. One of these YouTubers recently suffered a death in the family. This person works by themselves. Says they're not having any love, any luck. And it says this person lives a double life. It says a gag order, so they're keeping quiet about it. And again, it says the Most High is showing these people. Oh, it says thought they had favor. That's what it says. I'm sorry. Yeah, thought they had favor. That makes more sense. You deserve the best. They thought they had the favor, but they don't. You do. Ain't that something? Boy. What a tangled web we weave, okay? Ain't that a trip? I love how these cards come out though. Tell you the whole story. Well. It says a woman scorned. It says never underestimate the power of a woman scorned. That's what this means this time. When you're messing around, especially when you're messing around with these thoughts, okay? So basically the lesson here is pay attention to the type of woman you're messing with, and if they are of low class, low morals, you gotta expect that kind of outcome to come out of the types of things that they're willing to engage in, the type of shenanery they're willing to get into, okay? Can't be out here surprised like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, but she didn't have no morals to start with, and that's probably why you hollered at her in the first place. It says San Diego, same-sex couple. This is an overzealous fan who's known as an industry thought, okay? This person was meeting up with people for drinks. This is to engage in criminal activity. And whoever this wood person is, says if they let you talk, info gets out. So they've been doing love spells on you. This business rival who's a dark empath. That's an Instagram personality. And they're connected to 2 record labels. Deal with this person. And it says foreclosure. So I'm assuming either they're really actually going through foreclosure, or this person, whatever they're doing, is coming to an end. Got to be more careful, okay? Boy, boy, boy. Okay, wood, we'll keep business rival. We got some record labels out here, okay? Keep Instagram personality. We'll keep dark empath. We'll keep industry thought, okay? And we'll keep same-sex couple because these are all, and we'll keep the state. And we will shuffle this deck and mix it in with some over here. Because we need some clear and concise answers here. With me as I shuffle this deck, y'all. Yeah, we're trying to get y'all all the juicy scoop, Okay. All right. It says, life is falling apart in the background. Ooh-wee. Who life falling apart? You know, because somebody is suffering a backfire. And their backfire is you're meeting somebody new, and they're upset about that because they was trying to stop that. How dare you be meeting somebody new? This distant relative is upset about that. They've had to change jobs. I guess they had to change their job from being nosy in your business. This person is secretly terrified. Sucks to be them. Okay, somebody had a whole plot here. I can't. These people are something else. Okay. Somebody had a whole plot to steal somebody's spouse or partner and learn the ins and outs of their business. They're currently going through the eviction process. That's what you get. Nasty behavior begets nasty behavior. Somebody who's part of YouTube is at the top is racist, and they screwed their way to the top. Yeah, they screwed their way up there, okay? Boy. I can't. Ain't that something? It says somebody who's lost their soul contract is pleading for another opportunity, desperate to get back to you. Whatever they're doing is a classified mission, so whatever they're doing, they're trying to keep it quiet. This person's keeping quiet that they're begging. Says these people are terrified about the details of their behavior coming out. So this person is scared that whatever you're going to find out, whatever they did, which is going to further ruin their chances, that this person was a polygamist or polyamorous. They didn't tell you that. They're a parasitic energy. So no, they can't come back. So they had you in a poly relationship and you didn't even know. This person is crazy. Keep saying somebody was prison booty, okay? That's the second time that came out. I put it back out. I put it back in because I was like, I'm not doing this today. But apparently Spirit said we doing this today. The heck? We doing this today. They prison booty. It says the jig is up. Their lies are being debunked. Says even though this person has been getting together with other people, being the booty bandit, even with their combined efforts, their magic is still fizzling out. These people failed to heed the warning. A record executive is a perpetrator in this situation. I can't with these people. It says Esther energy. Says Esther energy. You have a person that's trying to get close to you to be nosy. You have somebody who's hidden in the background, who's been working in the background. to get these underage victims released, freed. Whoever was holding them captive is asking for forgiveness. They're embarrassed as freak, okay? Looking for your forgiveness, your approval. What the heck? So I don't know if maybe this person was involved and they just decided to have a change of heart and help as a, you know, as an act of contrition, which is excellent if that's what they're out here doing. Okay, we'll keep that one because it's saying someone is gonna get redemption, but I want that to come out twice before I go giving somebody hope. Mm-hmm. Somebody's scared to drive. They tried it in the astral in hopes it would manifest in the physical. Says it keeps coming out. The Most High is showing these people. So, so somebody saw something happen in their dream state, and now they're scared to drive. Somebody is having a Charles Dickens moment. Okay, the Most High out here showing people their life. This is your possible future. They're for once experiencing life not going their way because this person was willfully neglectful. That's crazy. You have someone who planned to impersonate you, who's pretending they're not gay. Okay, that makes sense. Who's going off the deep end. This is this crazy Annie Wilkes personality, who's a passive mother figure. This person is very arrogant. Y'all got kids and you acting like this? Disturbing. Boy. You know, poison the bloodline, boy. I just hope that your kids learn better than you. Because if not, I don't know what to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. This person that was cheating with their neighbor sacrificed their child. This person did a lot of people dirty. Says Rose. Part of a group. Rosewood. I don't know. Rosewood. Rosewood keeps coming out. That must mean something to someone. A dark empath who's at industry 304. Who's a passive mother. A 304 trying to be a righteous, I just can't, that's why they really feel that's disrespectful. Something about CERN keeps coming out, I don't know. Something about CERN. Yeah, somebody that's being physically protected because they're seen as a material witness. I don't know if that's connected to CERN or not. I'm just putting it there. You have somebody that's going through a divorce. They can't openly approach you, I guess, because they're going through a divorce and they don't want no problems with this bitter Betty or Bob. So this person has been by themselves chanting. This Annie Wilkes personality that's clearly crazy. A dirty bird. A dirty bird. So somebody who had a whole secret life behind your back, it's gone wrong due to their actions. This person grew their hair out. I guess that's an identifier for you, who this is. What's really going on? Says the opera singer has information. Ain't that something? Something about Instagram personality who's active, currently an Instagram personality. We have a lot of role reversals happening. So these people that weren't supposed to be in the limelight, they're going to get kicked the freak out, okay? Because they were never supposed to be there in the first place. A lot of these people are stealing other people's energy, stealing their information, pretending it was them, and it's not. A role reversal for the sophisticated network of Satanists. And some of them are, you know, ready to take themselves out. And so their families are covering this up. That these people are in heavy despair, ready to take themselves out. This financial scammer isn't having any luck working by themselves. You have a male that's been brainwashed. They're a closet gay, and they're coming out the closet. Or maybe they've been brainwashed to think they're gay and they're not. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, okay? I seen a video where a black man was getting a woman's body who was married to a woman for his boyfriend he was having a secret relationship with. So you have an occultist that's humiliated. They're going through a media nightmare. And this person is a CNA. So stuff is getting out about them on the internet, this person, and they feel humiliated. Their money's getting snatched. Either this person carried a lot of influence, or somebody with a lot of influence is snatching their money. Ooh. Something about internal affairs and Facebook. This person is only in regret because their life is falling apart. Boy, they don't want me to talk about this. Oh well. Oh well. But they wanted this stuff for other people, so remember that they wanted this for you. But instead it's happening to them. As it should, because you shouldn't wish this kind of stuff on people. It's very weird. This financial scammer who works by themselves tried to take somebody out. You have an occultist that's chained to a toxic lifestyle. You help bring calm to this person. They're an Instagram personality. Says this person feels trapped. This person feels trapped. This could be a male. They've been redeemed. Whatever was supposed to happen, it says a massacre averted. So whatever it was big that was supposed to happen, and it's not going to happen anymore. That's a good deal. Okay, these people in New York and Colorado, this little pair is trying to make you, it says something about prescription meds. They want to make you a deceptive offer. These people are involved in a conspiracy to commit an unaliving. They worked against you, which caused a storm for these people, or caused a storm for you. People do too much. Too much. And this energy is so dense. I mean, like, this is why I can't do too many of these readings, because it's like moving through quicksand. It's very dense energy. And it just like drains me, makes me very sleepy. High-ranking military official. This is Colorado. This person is a racist using minorities as sex slaves. Has energetically connected to you, or to a co-worker who's a male financial scammer. This group is connected to leaders of industry. says cutting out the middleman, fake their death to escape jail time. So basically, they were like, forget this, I don't need a lawyer, I'm just gonna pretend that I passed away. You know, all beauty, no brains. This made perfect sense to them because they're not that bright. You have a member in your family that's a chaos witch. Your family. This person in either this agent's child is part of this. Either this person in internal affairs, this is their child, or internal affairs is investigating an agent's child. Says this person is yeah, they're part of a lodge or chapter. So yeah, internal affairs is investigating this agent's child who's a part of a lodge or chapter. This is occultist. Says it says your family feels humiliated that they hired this occultist to physically take you out. They feel bogged down. Esther energy. Female. This family member wanted to step into your life, have your soul contract, something about a tattoo shop and a male. Okay, there's a card behind here. This connection will not be allowed. So a male who's a part of a male masculine energy who is connected to a tattoo shop is wants to connect with you, have a contract with you, and this will not be allowed. Judge. Judge. Instagram personality. This group is connected to leaders of industry. Somebody's looking for a reason to contact you and they're pissed you don't want them. This nosy Nelly. people need to go on about their life. This is just weird. Okay? Why are you so pressed? This don't make no sense. That's why I said stop doing this weird love spells, because that's why these people so pressed. Doing this craziness. It don't make no sense. Crazy. Keeps coming out a cyclone. This chaos witch is a Jezebel energy. Who's into fetishes, kinky sex acts, and depraved sex acts. Somebody in San Diego is gonna let it's a same race couple is gonna let this couple off easy behind the scenes. They don't want me to get that out. So somebody put roots on someone who was aware of these secret relationships. I think we're about to wrap this up now because I don't think we have much to talk about. It says new laws are going to be implemented. In these areas that are inundated by water. You have an Instagram personality who's an adult entertainer. Who has a Facebook? I don't know. Somebody threatened a YouTuber with violence. Okay, on that note, it's, when that starts to go and act like it's running out of information, that's my time to let it go. All right, Sugarfootses, sending you energetic hugs and spiritual kisses. Okay?